And we are back once again to KonoSuba Fantastic Days. Today we are here continuing the story and finishing up part 3 or chapter 3. Yeah, we're gonna finish chapter 3. We were finally on the mission to take out the Golems. We just got our ride straight there, and now we just need to find the magic items and just destroy every single golem that stands in our way. Bum, 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 bum. By attack! I feel like there's no way it's gonna be this easy breaking into the laboratory or whatever this secret base is. I feel like there is gonna be a higher, like, power or catch to it. Nope, let's go with water. Do it that. Yeah, that team looks alright to me. I mean, this is kind of appropriate. It is the background of the inside laboratory. It looks like they were doing some magic experiments in here. Trying to touch ya. I forget how many we need to go to. I think up to 19. But I feel like there's gonna be something pretty strong in here. Probably either a third destroyer, like another prototype of the destroyer, or probably like a super golem made. Throwing a touch. I have no idea what Megumin said. Bum, bum, bum. But I think that from already seeing this past like 2 chapters, I can already see that like Shelly is gonna be one of the main side characters, or how should I say, not main, but just side characters in general. So that means that she'll pop in throughout the game ever so occasionally, either be like, you know, the main thing, like main character of certain events, or probably be put in the like main plot of this original story at times. Because I really like now want a playable card of her, but I wish Mel or yeah, I'm pretty sure Mel or something. Like, I feel like Mel had just been pushed out of the story. Like, I don't know. It's like, we've seen the Axel Hearts already in this, like, story a little bit. But I feel like we haven't even seen Mel that much. Also wish we would just be fighting only golems here. Why are we fighting these fire wolves, fire goblins, and fire raccoons? Squirrels, whatever. Like, why can't it be appropriate monsters for whatever situation we're battling? Okay, I need to get all these guys up to level 20. So I can get them some extra stats. I knew that. And next one is gonna be a boss of actually fighting a golem. The mystery of this magic item's whereabouts, part 5. After entering the ruins in search of the missing magic items, the group moved cautiously in order to avoid the golems. Patrolling. Patrolling. Grr. More of them. You're up, Kazuma. Alright. How about that wall over there? Snipe! Anomaly detected. Proceed to investigate. Good shot, brother. Now, let's get moving while the golem is distracted. Is it part of the mission to destroy the golems? Well, I guess maybe that was the old mission. Like when the KonoSuba group like had to destroy the certain golem so Shelly's secret wouldn't be discovered that she was dressing up the golems. But I guess these are like new golems or like golems that the other golems created. And so it means she has no beef with these ones. It's just that they stole her stuff. And so that's what our main mission. Phew! We've eluded the golem. And it looks like we made it deeper into the recess of the ruins. The layout here is much more in common with other dungeons. As long as we avoid any traps, we should be safe. Well, we'll have no problem making our way through. Let's get back to that item and say goodbye to this cramped, dingy dump. Ugh. Wait, Aqua. Don't put your hand on that wall. Oh my god. It's another, like, of the tropes. Aqua is so bad. She always triggers traps. I think Kazuma was right when he said, Aqua, you seem to have, like, a horrible luck stat. Like, she may be a goddess, but somehow she gets everyone in trouble with her. And it's always Aqua. So either that's the writer's fault, or that's just, you know, Aqua being Aqua. What? Why? Oh, right. This suspicious looking switch here, yeah? I already saw it. Huh? You weren't about to spring yet another trap then? I can learn from my mistakes, you know, Kazuma. This wasn't nearly as close as those times before. Yeah, this is gonna be, this isn't gonna be that simple. I bet it's like she almost hit that switch, but she doesn't see that tripwire that she's, like, right behind or right in front. She's like, haha, I totally see this. No way those traps are ever gonna get me, and then trips over the tripwire. You know that those words set off alarm bells when they come out of your mouth, right? It's not like you've ever done much of self-reflecting either. How rude! Don't you know that goddesses have innate wisdom? Try to relax for once. Okay, time to go. Everyone! Ugh. Hey, why are you all just standing there? Let's get moving. That nasty golem is on our tail, remember? I don't know. This feels too obvious, like it's another trap. What's this? Some kind of door? Wow, I'm surprised they didn't actually, like, activate a trap. They were able to get past it with nothing. Unless now, in this cutscene, she's gonna activate a trap. It's the coolest door I've ever seen! The magic item we're looking for have to be behind it. We won't be able to open it. It's shut tight. Guess that means it's time for my divine fist to do its thing. I mean, I wonder, is, like, Aqua actually strong when she does, like, the God Fist? Or, like, I don't know, is that just the holy magic that makes it seem strong? Because I've only ever seen her do it to the Toad, which had no effect, and then to the Slime. And I think she's done it to Veneer, but I don't remember 100%. And it was kind of ineffective to him, but that was because he was transferring bodies. So I don't know. It's 50-50 on whether that God Fist is actually powerful or it's just the holy magic. Hold it, Aqua. Let's save the brute force for later, okay? Look, there's a super suspicious panel by that door. Is this? Yes, it's some kind of code. Give me 1 second. Father wrote about this in his research journal. Yes, here we go. If you align them in this order... The door is opening. Good work, Shelly. No door can hold you back. Heh. I think my father deserves credit for this one. Now, let's see what's behind the door. Also, she talks about her father a lot. Is he gonna be like a reoccurring person that she always is gonna say? It's like, huh, my father could have done this, or you can give this one to my father, or my father's a great researcher, my father is a great sword master. Like, she just always keeps referencing her father, but he never appears in this story, or I guess show for the matter. Look at all these golems! Do you think their creator would be angry if I took one or two home with me? I see, she's still wanting a golem. I remember that one event where she was wanting a golem and Aqua made her like a milk carton golem. Like, that was kind of cute, but I see in this story they probably never got the milk carton golem. Megami! Focus on the mission, will you? Any sign of your magic items, Shelly? I think so. There's something in the back of this room. Which means these golems must be here to eliminate any intruders. Hold on, what? I don't understand. I think so. There's something in the back of this room. Which means these golems must be here to eliminate any intruders? Okay, this is weird. I feel like there's an entire line missing. Or at least a couple sentences to help explain this one. Because, I don't know. It seems like there should be something like, oh, there's some dead bodies or skeletons in the back. That shows that the golems have been taking out people. Or knocking people out before even getting to the items. So, I don't know. It seems a little strange. Then surely there would have come online at the moment we entered this room, no? I still don't understand why these golems are collecting magic items, though. I wonder if they're working for someone. Oh my god, it better not be Charlie or Daniel, I swear. Hey, is that a journal lying over there? okay, it better not be of the scientist guy again. Like, he created how many different weapons of mass destruction and other just regular weapons in this world that just terrorize everyone even after his death. A journal. This suddenly seems really familiar, of course. Yep, if it's familiar, he knows what's about to happen. Let me take a look. What a fool I've been. Swept up in my own genius only to make that thing. My early ideas were quite brilliant, really. Like an item to cure amnesia. Later, though, making magic items was a real drag. Also, is this the first time we've seen his design? Or, like, I don't remember seeing his design in the show. I just remember, like, seeing his dead body back in the Destroyer. Like, he was just nothing but hair and bones at that time. So this is kind of interesting to see how he looks. Although I wish he would get a proper name. No matter what garbage I cobbled together to kill time, the people here fell over themselves to praise me and said my magic items would change lives. They said if they shared my items with the world. But that's the point. But what's the point of that? I made that junk on a whim. That's all. Oh my god. His laugh. He seems so out of breath. I mean, that could be just from old age, but yeah, what is this line that he's talking about? So, I mean, the junk he barely cared about making somehow saves the world, but because he doesn't care about it, they're wanting to share that work with the world. But he's like, damn it. It's like the things I actually put my heart into, nobody cares about and nobody actually wants. He's probably the type of guy to make body pillows and like other items that would be for personal use, I would say. That's how this guy seems. Do what you want, I thought at first. But it was too embarrassing. I had no choice but to dispatch my retrieval golems. It was too embarrassing. And then he had to set off his golems to retrieve the items. I am mad confused. Oh, wait. I think I understand now. So maybe the golems were in Fritz for hundreds of years from whenever this guy sent them out. And so the golems have finally found the magic items he made. That's why the magic items are super old. Because this guy made them. And the golems have just been searching for years for them. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. But we'll just see if he actually elaborates. And that's fully explained here. It took time to design their appearance and functionality. But as soon as I built them, they began collecting everything. At least they'll be able to erase my dark past, even if it happens after my passing. I gave them a reboot feature, you see. Okay, I'm just flabbergasted here. So, I mean, some of his inventions were probably as bad as you would imagine. Probably sexual in nature. But he, like, put out his golems, I'm guessing, as a cleanup team. If anyone found his items, they would probably kill the people and then probably destroy the items. The memory object makes kind of sense now. So it means if he ever had to erase his brain and then like restore it for whatever reason. So that's probably what happened with the magic items. Interesting. Not this guy again! Hasn't he caused us enough trouble? Also, I want this guy to come into the main series because this would actually be a funny gag. Like every couple of seasons, this dude comes in with another device. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh yeah, Aqua feels bad because she probably put him here in this world that causes them so much trouble. Because she let this dude try and become a hero. Now they have to deal with his problems for all of eternity as long as they're still alive in this world. But I do think that's funny that she's apologizing. Kazuma, what does any of that mean? Explain it so we can understand. Basically, some guy built these golems so that he could get his magic items back. So, the golem's simply following his orders to retrieve all these artifacts. So that's what happened. And this person is no longer alive, right? So, who is controlling these golems now? Could it be the spirit of the researcher? Is it the spirit of the researcher? I mean, he died somewhere completely different on the destroyer, if my memory serves me right. And plus, there has been hundreds of places that he has done research at, like the Crimson Demon Village, like wherever the prototype destroyer was created at, and like probably, I don't know, 100 other places that we haven't seen yet. Wait, there's more in the journal. In order to restart the golems, it seems that he made a queen golem too. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. A queen golem. If anyone ever awakens the golems, she'll be ready to give them new orders. Truly a genius move on my part. A queen golem? You mean that one we found in those ruins? Wait, I'm trying to remember. Did Shelly send us on that quest? Or was that a different golem that we fought randomly? Yes, he must be referring to the sadistic golem we woke up. The one that takes pleasure in merciless torture. You can't be serious. That's the plot twist that we've been trying to solve this whole damn time? How anticlimactic. Calm down, Kazuma. You'll wake up the golems if you don't be quiet. I think we should still be okay. Fortunately. I agree. I don't know where you guys were or what you guys did, brother, but these golems don't seem to be moving. So I think we should get the magic items we need and leave. Yes, my thoughts exactly. We must take care not to wake them as we retrieve the artifacts. I'll need your help. Everyone. Leave it to us. Oh, but before we start, I should put this journal back where I... Oh my god, and she's gonna activate a switch or a pressure plate or something. Was that a switch that I just felt underfoot? Tripwire activated. Activating destroyer mode. Is this entire base actually a destroyer? You tripped another switch, didn't you? What was that you said about the goddess learning from their mistakes? You fool! How is this my fault? You should be blaming that twisted researcher for putting a trap here. And then he's gonna hit her back with the, you put him here in this world in the first place, so this is your fault. Now, I might not be the best to argue, but the golems are coming for us now. Huh, but I'm struggling to remember. Where was the queen golem? Yeah, I don't remember, like, where it's at. I really have to go back and look for that. Alright, but this should be the last one of the chapter. Yeah, and I'm guessing we're not fighting the queen golem. I'm guessing these are just regular golems, and then we gotta go find the queen golem wherever she is. Boom, 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 Wow, Aqua did nothing with that one attack. Yeah, damn, she's actually pretty resistant. Secret Creator Water. We have to beat her under a minute. I swear she better not heal. Alright, that better not have been under 45 seconds. That better have been like under a minute. Good. I would have been so disappointed. Alright, we completed the story. So let's just see what this cutscene's about. Activate cleaning protocol. Darkness! Slow this one down for us. On it! Huh. Attack! Ugh. It may be cute, but still a golem. Its punishing blows are well worth taking. Now, everyone! Okay, so this is what the picture has been this entire time. When you're trying to figure it out. Yeah, it's like, they really zoomed in on the group shot of Darkness, Kazuma, and Aqua. All down there. They literally take up, like, what is that? 10% of the screen? Like, Jesus, that's such a small amount. But the main card art is supposed to be Shelly and Iris. Both of them using their sword master skills to slay golems. But that's kind of funny. The golems have cartoonish looking faces instead of having actual like sexy faces or real faces, I would say, that matches the art style that the main characters are in. You can see a bunch of the golems, I guess, like being broken slash deactivated in the background, and one is charging Iris and Shelly with their cart, like that special move that they usually do in the events. And you can see Kazuma taking on one with Megumin's help. Aqua and Kazuma and Darkness all like just looking at Shelly and Iris like slay golems left and right. And then Darkness is kind of taking on one golem by herself. Well, yeah, it's kind of interesting card art. Cleaning failed. You did it! What a combo, you two! Training together really paid off. Iris, Shelly, good work. I think they've all been taken care of. Thank you. I cannot have done it without your guidance, brother. And now that the artifacts are finally back in our possession, and without further delay, here, Lady Iris. I'm sorry it took so long. Thank you so much for doing this for me, Miss Shelly. And I must thank you all for your help as well. Don't worry about it. All that's left is to start planning our celebration. We can have it at the capital so Claire and Rain can join in. Oh, I can take care of the fireworks. It will be an explosive display you'll never forget. I cannot guarantee that I can secure permission, but I will make sure to ask Miss Rain all the same. I have nothing against a celebration per se, but I would like to discuss our duel, lady. Hold that thought. Let's continue our chat outside, okay? It'll be safe to relax once we leave the dungeon and get back to Axel. We need to get these magic items on our wagon and... Mission failed. Initiating self-destruct. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Huh? Self-destruct? Now I remember. The other golem we fought did explode in the end. The journal! The journal! Aqua, does it say anything about how to stop a golem from self-destructing? The journal, right. The journal. If the golems can't retrieve my magic items, or if someone interferes, they will self-destruct and destroy the items and any meddlers in one go. Damn, what a petty bastard. He's like, if someone steals from me, my golems will die trying to get my item back. And if they do actually die, they will destroy the item and the person. Like, what? Like, man, if you lost an item, just leave it. Like, don't need to kill someone for it. Oh, but I hate for it to go off by accident. So, I should install a timer. Ha! I think of everything, don't I? I like how he just laughs to himself. How he thinks this is hilarious. Come on already! How do we stop it? Wait, this might be it. Here. P.S. Once the timer starts, it can't be stopped. Sorry. Huh? Run for your lives! Pants. Is everything alright? I think so. Okay, the music is sad, so I'm guessing something terrible happened. Either they're gonna think someone died in that explosion, or somebody left a magical item, and then their mission was a complete failure because a magic item was destroyed. Looks like we made it. Megumin, Aqua, Darkness. Cough, cough. Ugh, my mouth tastes like dirt. That was quite an explosion. Not only did it take out the magic items, but the ruins as well. Not only did it take out the magic items, but the ruins as well. Yeah, so means did they leave all the magic items? Like, they have how many hands among themselves? 12 hands? And nobody grabbed a single magic item? Fatui! Oh yeah, what about the magic items? I couldn't grab it in time. It was buried under the rubble. Damn, the insane horde of self-destructing golems. We probably should have expected as soon as we learned who was behind the golems. I'm gonna start digging through the rubble. Some of the items might still be salvageable. You're right. We might have to find the item. We might also... blah. We might be able to find the item that can restore my memories. Yes, good idea. Let's get to it. Also, we should hurry before someone figures out we're the ones who set off the golems. We could be hit with a huge fine again for destroying this place. Wait, even worse, if we don't find a way to bring back Iris's memories, I don't even want to think. Ah, Aqua, Megumin, Darkness, get digging already. Keep going until we find that magic item. Our lives depend on it. What? Kazuma and the others desperately search for the rubble in hopes of finding the item to restore Iris's memories. Okay, I mean, that was a nice little funny chapter, but I also think it's a bit repetitive. Because once again, these guys have been, like, kicked down when I don't think they should have been kicked down this time. Like, I guess this is gonna be the main arc of the entire part. From how it's looking. It doesn't seem like it's gonna share, like, any other arcs. Like, it doesn't even seem like they're gonna do some mini arcs as well. With any other characters. It just seems like it's mostly on Iris on getting the memories. Like, how can they be kicked down a second time? Like, the first time the item was stolen, and then the second time the item potentially is destroyed. And so it means they have to find another way. It just seems like they're trying to put as much filler ahead of us until we find the solution. Which I dislike because I can tell it's filler. But we'll see how this continues next time. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying KonoSuba Fantastic Days. If you guys are, make sure to follow me on all my social medias like my Twitter, my Twitch, my YouTube, my DLive, my TikTok. And make sure to follow me on my new social medias like my Kick, where I stream every once in a while. And my Rumble, Odyssey, and Dailymotion, where I also post videos. And even join my Discord. There you can stay up to date with everything I choose to do with some streams, videos, or anything else. But yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.